Australian Cup. Racing. Elvstrom jump well on the inside. Makybe Diva jumps well. She drifts back. She's second last. Casual pass. Niagara Falls are away quickly, but Elvis has the lead settling. Mummifier is fourth outside Winning Bell, and 3 lengths away Lad of the Manor, and Makybe Diva is last on the rail. Niagara Falls is eventually working to the lead near the 1700. Elvstrom about 3/4 away, retaining the fence, and Casual Pass up there third. Mummifier on the rails is fourth. 2 lengths further back is Winning Bell. 2 lengths Lad of the Manor, and Makybe Diva a half length away on the rails last of all. Now Niagara Falls takes up the running clearly at the 1400. Doesn't drive away though. Leads by about 2.5 lengths Casual Pass. Elvstrom on the rails is third. Mummify close to him fourth. 3 lengths to Winning Bell. 3 lengths away then Lad of the Manor, and a length away Makybe Diva. Well, they quicken the tempo through the past 400 metres now, and Niagara Falls goes away with about a 5-length lead on Casual Pass. On the rail third, the favourite Elvstrom, being tracked by Mummify. 2 lengths to Winning Bell, 2 lengths to Lad of the Manor, and a length away last of all Makybe Diva. They're inside the 600. She's about 12 lengths from the leader, and as they came up towards the turn, it's Niagara Falls with a lead of 5 lengths. Now Elvstrom goes into clear second, followed by Casual Pass. 2 lengths Mummify, a length to Winning Bell, a length to Lad of the Manor, and 2 lengths to Makybe Diva. On the turn at the 550, and it's Niagara Falls coming around the turn by 2.5. Elvstrom is bolting second. Winning Bell's got up on the outside. Makybe Diva pocketed just behind them. In the straight now, and Winning Bell with a lightning dash hit the front from Elvstrom the inside. Now Makybe Diva clear. Lad of the Manor down the outside. Could this be a surprise? Winning Bell in front. Elvstrom can't win. Makybe Diva's coming after Winning Bell. 150 metres to go, and the Grand Mare raced up on the outside. Winning Bell fights back. Makybe Diva's ahead in front though. She pulls clear. She's a wonderful mare. What a champion. Makybe Diva beat Winning Bell a length. Third placing either Lad of the Manor or Elvstrom, who is clearly disappointing. Next Mummify, Casual Pass, and last is Niagara Falls. She's a beauty. Makybe Diva has come from last to win the Australian Cup and smash the course record. Makybe Diva, Glenn Boss and Lee Friedman. Broom lined in for the Daily Australian Cup. They're ready. Set and racing. Candy Vale jump well. Confectioner a little slow. Our Smoking Joe was away very quickly. Lad of the Manor's up there with him. Vroom Vroom settles third in the early part. Now he slows the tempo a little bit here. Callow on Our Smoking Joe. Vroom Vroom came over and took up the running now. So Our Smoking Joe 2 lengths away second. Roman Arch third on the inside, and Lad of the Manor is fourth. He faces the breeze. 2 lengths further back as She's Just a Tad. 2 lengths behind these, Candy Vale on the inside. Railings is around her, another 2 lengths away. Honor Jeune travelling 3 deep around Ulysses. Vanquished on the rails and back towards the end of the field, Confectioner, and Demerges on his outside. They put the 1400 astern now, and Williams trying to slow them up on Vroom Vroom. Leads by 1 length. Our Smoking Joe second. 1 length Roman Arch on the rails, and Lad of the Manor is now fourth with cover. He's 1 out, 1 back. She's Just a Tad back on the inside. Then Honor Jeune travelling a little better than midfield. A length further back in the field is Railings. 1 to Candy Vale. Another length and a quarter then Ulysses. Vanquished, and then came Demerger and 2 Confectioner. Inside the 1000, Vroom Vroom beautifully rated in front. Leads by a half length Our Smoking Joe. Roman Arch a length away third. Lad of the Manor perfectly positioned fourth the outside. Honor Jeune has covered ground, and then She's Just a Tad. Railings handy enough. 6 or 7 off the leader. 2 lengths behind these, Candy Vale, and then Ulysses. Confectioner starts his run at the end of Vanquished in company with Demerger. The field swings for home in the Daily Australian Cup. Vroom Vroom at the 500 leads by 1 length. Our Smoking Joe. Lad of the Manor creeping up 3 wide. He's handy now as they corner. Then came Roman Arch, and further back Candy Vale, and next is Railings. Vroom Vroom 300 left to go. Leads by a half. Our Smoking Joe. 2 lengths Lad of the Manor. Roman Arch and Candy Vale is running a big one, but Vroom Vroom has the lead from Our Smoking Joe and Roman Arch. 100 to go. Vroom Vroom by 3/4. Our Smoking Joe, Roman Arch, Candy Vale, 4 across the track. Roman Arch has won. Roman Arch has dived through a line of 4 to win the cup. Photo for the Miners. Candy Vale is there with Vroom Vroom and our Smoking Joe. Next to finish, Lad of the Manor, Ulysses, and then came Railings on a Jeune Vanquished emerges. She's just a tad, and a Confectioner.
So they're all clear in their racing. Let's have a look at her Aqua d'Amour. She bounced away only fairly, missed it about a length and a half with Torquay. El Segundo going back after the start and Lad of the Manor out running. But there goes Casual Pass to head them off early, and maybe better Pompeii Ruler are prominent. Further out is Cape North, Niconero. Aqua d'Amour getting up with the fence from Marasco. Polar Blair followed by Blue Tigeroo, Torquay, and El Segundo is last of all, out to the 1500 now. Maybe better went around the outside, so it wasn't a heavy pace early. Maybe better took it up a length and a half to Cape North. Casual Pass third, and then came Pompeii Ruler fourth. Fifth is Lad of the Manor, a length and a half to Niconero. Over racing as Polar Bear went around the outside of it. Two to Aqua d'Amour, followed further back in the race on the outside by Marasco. Then came Torquay. Well back was Honour and War, followed by Blue Tigeroo. And El Segundo 2 lengths last of all. Over the top of the hill, they're at the 1200 metre mark of the Australian Cup. And the leader is maybe better, nearly a length in front. Cape North has gone up second. Polar Bear getting no luck third. Fourth is Casual Pass, two then to Pompeii Ruler fifth. A length and a half then to Lad of the Manor, followed by Niconero. Three further back, Aqua d'Amour, Marasco, Honour and War, Torquay, Blue Tigeroo. El Segundo will have to pull out a huge run. He's last of all at the 800 metre mark, and maybe better has slowed them right down in front. From on the outside, Cape North, then three deep Polar Bear. Casual Pass has had a good run fourth. 2 lengths away, getting a nice run, Pompeii Ruler fifth. Two further back, Niconero, Lad of the Manor, Torquay improving. Then Aqua d'Amour, Honour and War, Blue Tigeroo. El Segundo second last, and last of all is Marasco coming to the turn. The speed right on now, inside the 550. Maybe better from Polar Bear on the outside, then Casual Pass. Further out on the track, Pompeii Ruler starting to join in. Then Niconero, El Segundo, the widest runner. Torquay getting up on the fence, and Aqua d'Amour to the middle. But Pompeii Ruler has exploded to the front at the 250, dashed to the fence and raced 3 lengths in front of Aqua d'Amour, Marasco. Then came El Segundo, Pompeii Ruler 2 or 3 in front. Marasco flashing home with Torquay, but Pompeii Ruler takes the cup. Pompeii Ruler 3/4 Marasco. Third Torquay and Aqua d'Amour fourth. Blue Tigeroo behind them. Then Casual Pass. A gap then to El Segundo. Maybe better. Further back, Lad of the Manor, Niconero, followed by Cape North, Honour and War, and Polar Bear is last of all in the Daily Australian Cup.
Set for the Daily Australian Cup, they're off. Miss Finland jumped beautifully wide out on the track, and Williams very positive early on. She's running fifth. Fast out to Ranabar. Ruby Scent Coalesce in the centre going forward. Captious wide. Phil Machino next. Miss Finland's 3 deep behind Captious with cover. Duro Valley in the centre, Princess Cape 2 lengths away, Sirmione outside of her, and Casino Prince jagged out to last through the first 400 to Ranabar, nice and keen from Coalesce. Sitting up third on the outside, Captious, Ruby sent the run of the race. They were followed by Miss Finland. She's 3 wide and she won't get in, I don't think. On the fence, Phil Machino, then Duro Valley, a length, Princess Cape, Sirmione, and 2 lengths away, Casino Prince in the Australian Cup. They run up past the 1200 metre marker and come down the side. To Ranabar leads them up at a pretty even tempo by 2 lengths the gap. Sitting up second is Coalesce, 2 lengths away. Then is Captious, Ruby sent on the fence. Miss Finland, if she's to come back in a blaze of glory, she's going to do it the hard way. Duro Valley's got her posted out 3 wide. Phil Machino on the fence. Sirmione's on the outside. Mertens has got Oliver in a pocket here on Princess Cape. And 2.5 lengths away, Casino Prince up before the bend. 800 metres left to run in the cup. And the front runner to Ranabar by a length on Coalesce, who's come off the bet. On the rail, Ruby Sense had a glorious run from Captious. Then Phil Machino, Miss Finland tracking out wide from Duro Valley. Sirmione's about to come to the outside. Ollie plays for luck on Princess Cape. And 2 lengths away, Casino Prince as they thunder for home at the 400. And Miss Finland wide out is going after Ruby Scent. Captures the centre. Sirmione's coming with a great run on the outside. He's trying to weave the needle going through on Princess Cape. But Sirmione let down and Bart's Boy exploded away at the 250. He's looking for his 13th Australian Cup. Running to second, Casino Prince from Miss Finland. Look at Sirmione go. Opens the shoulders up. He's roaring away. It's another one for Bart. And Sirmione for Peter Mertens wins the cup and wins it brilliantly. Princess Cope, no luck. She ran second from Casino Prince. A good margin away then to Giro Valley. Miss Finland, you a game. Phil Machino behind those.
They're set, they're racing, and Thesio jumped well on the inside. Zarita got away with him and rode to rock away fast, and Newitt's pulled the whip on the 3-year-old Preeminence. He really wants to get up there and be part of the early action. He drives on and he tackles Thesio and runs to the front. So it's now Preeminence 2 lengths in front. Thesio second, 2 lengths away in third came Zarita. Road to Rock was a neck away in fourth. Zagreb a length and a half away fifth. He's followed by Borkhurst. 1.5 further back in the field then is Blue Tigeroo, who's getting up on the inside of Fiumicino. Then came Scenic Shot, and he's being followed by Niconero, Master O'Reilly and Arapaho Miss. Solidly run race, and Preeminence by a length and a half. Thesio 2 lengths away. Road to Rock outside Zarita. 2 lengths to Borkhurst, fifth on the outside of Zagreb. 2 or 3 further back Fiumicino. Blue Tigeroo worse in midfield on the rail. 1,200 metres to go, and they're followed then by Scenic Shot, Niconero on the fence, and then came Master O'Reilly 10 or 12 lengths away from the leader, and 2 or 3 lengths last of all Arapaho Miss. Preeminence 1,000 metres to go, led by a length. Thesio stalks him everywhere. 2 lengths away, Road to Rock, Zarita on the rails. A length and a half to Borkhurst, a length to Zagreb, Fiumicino, Blue Tigeroo, and then Scenic Shot. Master O'Reilly next on the outside of Niconero, and Arapaho Miss is last of all. Now the Darley Australian Cup field is swinging for home, and it's Preeminence the leader. Thesio's been right there every step of the way. He's had a good run, the favourite. Road to Rock comes out 3 wide. They're on the swing for home now. They're being followed by Zarita in behind the leading horses with Zagreb and Borkhurst handy enough. Swinging for home now. Preeminence headed by Thesio, and Road to Rock goes with the favourite. Zarita's right behind them, waiting. No run at the moment. Zagreb comes on. Road to Rock with Thesio having a fight on his hands. Nash pulled the whip. Thesio, Road to Rock 2 lengths in front of Zagreb. Then Niconero coming home. Thesio finds, hits the front at the 100 metres. Drew a length. Zagreb is coming with Niconero. They're closing on Thesio. They hit it. Thesio last, I think, to beat Niconero and Zagreb. ...2,000 metres. They're off and racing. And the starter caught them pretty well. Extra Zero and Laturio ease out of the early hustle and bustle. Barbaricus is going forward and leads early from Heart of Dreams, and going forward on the outside, Divine Rebel, followed by Zarita, and then Heart of Dreams as they settle into stride, followed by Master O'Reilly, Miss Marin, to Beak back on the inside, and then Zipping caught a little wide. Followed by Growl and Zagreb, and back behind them is Sirmione, trailed by Extra Zero, the rail. Laturio caught out 3 wide as they go up to the 1,400 metres, and Moatees brings up the rear. Barbaricus has the front, 1,400 to go. Almost a length in front of Divine Rebel, about 3.5 lengths away is Zarita third, and then Heart of Dreams. A neck Miss Marin on the outside, 2 lengths to Beak, and then Master O'Reilly, 1 Zagreb, and they're followed by Growl and Zipping on the outside. A length and a half Extra Zero, and then Laturio and Sirmione, who's back second last, and last his stablemate 2 or 3 lengths away is Moatees. Barbaricus has the lead, 1,000 metres to go in the Australian Cup. He's 3/4 of a length clear. Divine Rebel running second, 2 lengths away. Heart of Dreams, a beautiful trail on the inside of Zarita. A length and a half further back, Miss Marin to Beak, and they're followed by Zipping's been wide all the way. He improves his place at the 800. Then Master O'Reilly, Zagreb, and they're followed by Laturio, Growl, Extra Zero, Sirmione. He's still second last, sweeping up towards the turn, and Moatees. They're about to swing for home. Barbaricus being joined by Miss Marin out wide. Zarita and Divine Rebel are there. They stretch across the track about 4. Followed further back in the field by Heart of Dreams, looking for the way clear. Extra Zero was next and zipping under the whip, and Laturio putting in a run, and Sirmione coming down the outside now. 250 metres to go. Divine Rebel, Barbaricus down on the inside. Zipping Laturio, Sirmione and Miss Marin coming out wide. They're right across the track, and here it's Zipping and Sirmione Sirmione from Heart of Dreams. Sirmione and Zipping. Sirmione's getting to Zipping. Sirmione zipping. Kick nearly a dead heat between them. Zipping and Sirmione. Close for third too. Heart of Dreams the inside and Moatee's flashed home out wide. After a dive, we're off and racing now. Gingadood a little slow to move. Heart of Dreams missed the start by a length and a half. He goes straight back. Lord Pyrus Gingadood, who's kicking through the early leaders now from Sailor Gare Lariston. And coming over on the outside, Murian is up there as well as they settle down. Mudra's not far away on the rails, followed by Cedarburg, Playing God, Scenic Shot wide. Just over on the inside of that horse then, Mr. Charlie and Heart of Dreams getting up on the rail, followed by Linton. Precedence well back, caught wide, followed by Shocking and Elko Pop on the rails. Gingadood finds the lead now. Murian keeps him honest, drives on at the 1400 and goes to the lead now. Lord Pyrus 2 lengths away third, and Nectar Lariston. They're going to run this pretty quickly. 4 or 5 lengths further back in the field, Sailor Gare. A length behind these, Cedarburg and then Scenic Shot. He's trying to go forward on the outside, being followed at the 1200 by Mudra, Playing God, and then came Linton. Further back, Heart of Dreams a long way back on the rails, followed then by Mr. Charlie. Precedence posted still, and back at the end of the field, Shocking on the outside of Elko Pop. So Murian out in front and running it strongly. 900 to go. He's 5 or 6 lengths in front of Gingadood. There followed Lord Pyrus over on the inside of Laristan. At the 800, 2 lengths behind these horses, Scenic Shot, and then Sailor Gare. Followed then by Precedence, Playing God. Over on the inside, Murder as they come around the home corner. Linton pulled out, followed by Heart of Dreams and Precedence. Well back, Mr. Charlie, Elko Pop. And also one of the last cornering is Shocking. So into the straight, Murian out by 2 lengths, surely out of petrol. Gingadood coming on. Down the outside now. Here comes the West Australian 3-year-old. Playing God is running home. Lariston getting up on the inside. Linton is joining in. Heart of Dreams with a lot to do. Shocking is coming home. 200 left to go. Playing God hit the front. Out after him, Linton. Here comes Shocking. Shocking storming over the top of Linton. 100 left to go. Shocking takes the lead. Races away. Shocking comes away. Wins the Australian Cup by 2 to Linton. Playing God held third. In he goes and the field ready. And racing in the Cup now. American began fairly. Glass Harmonium missed the start. He's back second last. American went back last. And Playing God gifted the early lead from Elo up there on the outside with Manighar and Southern Speed. And now Ollie is kicking forward on Glass Harmonium. He's using a bit of juice to get towards the leaders. Precedence is sitting off them. And they're followed by American with Efficient back last by the 1600. And Elo is the leader. He's out by about a length and a half. Glass Harmonium doing some work to get up to second. Playing God is third, and Manighar gets a lovely run a length away fourth. 2 lengths further back is Southern Speed, a further 2 to Precedence, and 2 lengths away Efficient on the inside and American at the end of the field. Elo's running it at a pretty bold gallop, led by 2 lengths. Glass Harmonium second, 2 lengths away in third placing Manighar and Playing God together. Clear of Southern Speed, a further 2 to Precedence, being followed by American outside of Efficient. So Elo the leader. He's heading towards the halfway, 1,000 metres to go. He's been wanting to do it fast all of the way. Glass Harmonium 2 lengths away and 2 lengths to Playing God. Manighar a further length and a half. Southern Speed, who's had a lovely run, and 2.5 lengths to Precedence. American and Efficient last on the inside. 700 left to go in search of the turn in the Australian Cup, and Elo by 2 lengths to Glass Harmonium. Manighar Playing God under pressure the inside, and then Southern Speed as they swing around the turn. Back behind them Precedence, American peeling wide, and Efficient. They're into the straight now, and Elo with a narrow lead. Southern Speed is the first to throw out the challenge. Glass Harmonium boxing on. Manighar coming through. Right down the outside was American. It's Southern Speed who's run to the lead at the 300 ahead of American, and a gap in the field. Coming down the outside, Precedence with American with 200 to go. Manighar kicking back. Southern Speed and Manighar. American a length and a half away. Manighar and Southern Speed. Southern Speed and Manighar. American closing on them. Three-way go. They hit the line. Manighar or Southern Speed in a bobbing photo finish. There's nothing in that with American third. Precedence ran fourth. A break then to Efficient, followed in by Playing God, Glass Harmonium, and Delo dropped out to run last.
Well, looking at the big screen here for the bulb, it looks so deceptive here. Manighar maybe, and it is Manighar's Australian Cup.
Australian Cup, and they're off. Caught them in a good line. 5.5 star began well. Glass Harmonium reasonably away, and now Arnold kicks him forward, and Murian's going forward as well as Notified. So the pace is right on here as they settle into stride. Glass Harmonium finds a lead. Murian's right there to keep him honest, and 5.5 star is a length away third, and Green Moon's got over. He's in fourth placing on the outside of Super Cool. The favourites all up there, followed by Mawingo, Invest, Fortella, Durnford, and then Niconero and Mr. Mowat, and Canby was last of all as they make their way to the 1400, and Glass Harmonium runs them along at a true gallop. He led by 2 lengths. Moraine 2.5 lengths away is 5.5 star. A further 2 lengths back as Green Moon lobbed into a beautiful spot in fourth, and Super Cool's a length and a half behind him, and they're 3 lengths on Mawingo. Invest followed by Durnford outside Fortella, a length and a half Niconero and Mr. Mowat, and back last a length away is Tanby. This is going to be a really strong race all of the way, and Glass Harmonium 1,000 to go has the field strung out like washing on a line, led by 2 lengths Moraine and 4 lengths to 5.5 star. 2.5 lengths away then came Green Moon, who looked to travel well. He's 2 lengths in advance of the 3-year-old Super Cool, and they're 4 lengths on Mawingo. Another 4 lengths Invest, followed by Fortella, Durnford, Niconero and Tanby, and Mr. Mowat are bringing up the rear. Coming around the turn now in the Australian Cup, and Moraine being sooled along by Curry is out after the leader Glass Harmonium. 2 lengths in advance of 5.5 star running on, and Green Moon gets into clear air to launch his challenge. Super Cool's been following him everywhere, gets into the outside. Glass Harmonium tackled now by 5.5 star. He's dashed to the front at the 300 metres. Now Super Cool's coming after him, and the 3-year-olds look like fighting it out. Green Moon boxing on only 5.5 star by a length. Super Cool starting to wind up. 5.5 star 3/4. Now Super Cool, here he comes. He's grinding home the strongest on the outside. Bobbing goes Super Cool, I think, from 5.5 star. 3 lengths. Tanby's got up from last to grab third in front of Green Moon, and then Mr. Mowat, who made ground from Glass Harmonium, Fortella, and next in Moraine, Invest, Mawingo, Durnford and Niconero. The Dali Australian Cup field locked in, set, and they're off. Valeurs to Kerr won the jump on the inside. Fiorente didn't jump well, and Ollie has to push and urge him, and he goes right back. He settles last with Fortella, and Seamus Award flew out, and he had the early lead to Green Moon going up on the outside, and Star Rolling gets the trail. He's a length away third. Valeurs to Kerr's fourth on the inside. A half Moraine, a couple further back Thunder Fantasy, and they're followed by Fortella. And back at the end of the field, Let's Make a Deal, and Fiorente is last of all, and Seamus Award dictating it. Not a very strong gallop at all, and he goes out towards the 1400, and he shows the way about a length in front. Running second is Green Moon, and on the rails in third placing is Star Rolling, a length clear from Murian, holding down fourth with a nice trail, and then Valeurs to Kerr. Thunder Fantasy a half the outside, 2 lengths to Fortella, Fiorente, and now Let's Make a Deal was a couple of lengths away at the tail of the field. 1200 left to go, and Seamus Award out in front, 3/4 clear. Green Moon running second, Star Rolling is third, and on the outside fourth is Murian. 2 in front of Thunder Fantasy. Valeurs to Kerr. Fiorente now about 7 or 8 lengths away from the leader, and then Fortella and Let's Make a Deal at the end of the field. So the Australian Cup field is being led down towards the 800 by Seamus Award. He's had a really good run in front. A half clear. Green Moon is second. Murian moving up on the outside to keep Star Rolling pocketed behind the leader. They're followed Valeurs to Kerr, Thunder Fantasy, Fiorente next on the outside of Fortella, and Let's Make a Deal last of all. On the turn for home, Seamus Award from Green Moon on the outside, and moving up is Murian. Just behind them now, Fiorente pulls to the outside. Ollie riding him along to try and get into the race. Seamus Award at the 400 from Green Moon. Star Rolling. Fiorente a further couple of lengths away on the outside, and back behind those horses, Let's Make a Deal. It's now with 200 metres to go. Sham Award just the leader from Green Moon and Fiorente. What a battle this is. It's a beauty. 100 left to go. Fiorente and Green Moon raced away. It's Fiorente coming home the better though, and Fiorente wins the Australian Cup 3/4 to Green Moon. Forteller flashed home and got third, and then Valeurs de Kerr followed further back in the field, then by Miriam, who battled away well. Let's Make a Deal next over from Thunder Fantasy and Star Rolling. Blinking, and they're off in the Australian Cup now. Seemed to catch them in a pretty good line with Protectionist down towards the inside. Entirely Platinum got away very fast along the inside, and he's bounced in front in the early stages now. Moving up is the Cleaner on the outside of Sontag in the early part. Closely followed Ladari and Greatwood out wider. A length further back as Au Revoir, Mourinho, Forteller and Red Cadeau is on the outside of those. Midfield and 3 wide at the moment, followed by Pacino and Spillway. A length and a half to Happy Trails. Another length and a half Protectionist, followed by Axar. Big Memory second last at Extra Zero last of all. The pace was strong, but now the Cleaner takes it up, so it will be even stronger, one would think. Is a length and a half. Entirely Platinum running second, 2 lengths to Greatwood. In fourth placing then on the inside came Ladari, a length and a half to Au Revoir, who's around Sontag. 1.5 further back in the field is Forteller on the rails with Red Cadeau around him, and Mourinho in the black colours around midfield, followed by Pacino. Another 3/4 to Spillway. 1 to Happy Trails at the 1,000 metres, and they're followed further back by Protectionist, a long way back on the inside, trailed by Big Memory and Axar and Extra Zero last of all. 800 left to go in the Cup, and the leader coming down towards the turn, the Cleaner. 3/4 to Entirely Platinum, 2 lengths to Greatwood, Ladari and Au Revoir. A length and a half to Sontag. Forteller on the rail. Red Cadeau's been wide, but he stays on forever, followed by Mourinho and Spillway. Further back is Happy Trails as they corner in now, and it's the Cleaner first for the judge by a length. Entirely Platinum, Greatwood and Ladari producing a run. Forteller getting over heels from Au Revoir. Back behind them Red Cadeau, and here's Spillway. He's starting to finish it off down the middle of the course. It's the Cleaner headed by Entirely Platinum as they go to the 200, but Spillway is starting to eat up the ground on the outside, and here comes Extra Zero and Happy Trails. Spillway hit the front, Extra Zero and Happy Trails after him. Spillway, Extra Zero storming at him. They hit the line. A photo finish between Extra Zero and Spillway. Not really sure about that one. Happy Trails will be third. Lights on. Racing in the Australian Cup, and he's missed it again, Bow Creek, by 2 lengths straight out the back. Preferment began well with Awesome Rocks for Vito. Rising Romance is up there, and our Ivanhoe is holding his place along the rails as they settle into stride fully now. And as they do so, it's Awesome Rock who's pressing on to go to the lead on the outside. They're all having a look at one another. Who really wants it? Our Ivanhoe a bit keen because he's exposed with the rail. And Rising Romance is right there as well. They're still making a line of 3 almost. Preferment out about 3 and 4 wide, pressing on just behind them. Then Suavito, Extra Zero, Fenway, followed El Moonquith, Bow Creek back second last the rail, and Happy Trails brings up the rear. They put the 1400 behind them now. Awesome Rock eventually crossed over, shows the way. Preferment up a length and a half away second. Rising Romance right on the speed today third, and Suavito's a neck away fourth. They're 2 lengths clear as they go by the 1200 metres from our Ivanhoe, who's on the inside of Fenway, Extra Zero, and then came El Moonquith. Bow Creek second last on the rail, and Happy Trails at the end of the field. 10 lengths cover them, 1,000 metres to go, and Awesome Rock shows the way. Preferment a length away second, a length and a half away. Rising Romance on the rail. Suavito's around her. 2 lengths to Fenway, midfield on the outside, followed by our Ivanhoe, Extra Zero, El Moonquith, and then Bow Creek still second last to the bend with Happy Trails on his outside. Awesome Rock the leader, Coming down the side to approach the home turn at the 600. He led by a length. Preferments for Vito. Rising Romance on the rail. Fenway coming on about 4 wide when they flatten in. Now Ivanhoe working his way into it. Bow Creek still towards the end, playing for luck as they've entered the straight now. Awesome Rock in front of Preferment and Suavito with Fenway running on. Rising Romance is just behind them. Bow Creek next, and then came our Ivanhoe coming past the 200. Still Awesome Rock from Preferment, and then Rising Romance. Bow Creek starting to get a move on. 100 to go. Still Awesome Rock, the leader from Rising Romance. Preferment digging in. Awesome Rock in front. Preferment stride by stride, but they hit the line. Or close between Awesome Rock, Preferment, who's dived at him. Photo finish. Rising Romance up there with Extra Zero and Bow Creek. The field is ready. They're off in the Australian Cup. And the starters caught them in a pretty good line too. Jamaica from wide out began well, but it's Ecuador who pounced on the lead ahead of Awesome Rock, Jamaica, Stratum Star and Tom Melbourne through the early stages of the race. And Lane has taken back Humidor. He's gone back third last at the 1700, and Ecuador has the lead, almost a length clear from Awesome Rock, who's pushed up in the centre, keeping Jamaica posted out 3 wide. Stratum Star in behind them, getting a nice trail as fourth, and then came Tom Melbourne just off the pace. A length in front of Mourinho, caught out 3 wide, and then Tally on the rails in the United States between horses. 2 lengths to Humidor, Boom Time, and Exospheric back at the tail end of the field as they make their way towards about the 1200 metre mark now, and Ecuador showed the way. Jamaica's got up into second placing on the outside of him now, and then came in third spot, a length and a half away to Awesome Rock. They're 2 to 3 lengths on Stratum Star. Tom Melbourne, followed by Mourinho out wider, and then Tally back on the inside, followed by the United States, 2 to Humidor, half a length to Boom Time, and last is Exospheric, about 10 lengths first to last. Down the side, 800 metres left to go, and Ecuador is leading by about a half to Jamaica, who did it tough early. Round the outside, Mourinho was off on an early move, 4 wide, and Awesome Rock came with him. So a line of 4 at the home turn, 600 to go. In behind them, Stratum Star and Tom Melbourne. Humidor creeping up on their back as they peel around the turn, with the United States pushing out into the clear as well. Jamaica took the lead around the home turn from Ecuador. Awesome Rock 2 lengths away, running on well. They're followed by the United States and Humidor out deep. Jamaica, she's done it tough early. She leads at the 300. She's out by 2 lengths. Here comes Humidor. The United States starting to peg her back. It's Jamaica in front. Humidor's in danger with the United States. Humidor racing after Jamaica. Jamaica by a head. Humidor comes home the best. Driven to the lead by Lane. And Humidor won it by a nick. Jamaica flashing home on the inside. Exospheric will get third ahead of Stratum Star in the United States. Then Boom Time followed by Tally.
Ready to run, sets, and they're racing. Lord Fandango flopped out. Hartnell began well with Harlem, and Galo's Shop searching forward out deep, and also the Taj Mahal. So it's Galo's Shop after a couple of 100 metres. The Taj Mahal's kicking up underneath of him early. 2 further back is Duais and Hartnell, and Harlem the inside. Further back is Supply and Demand, and they were followed by Homesman the outside from Ventura Storm. A couple of lengths single gaze Lord Fandango. Towards the end is Ambitious, and at the end of the field Almandan. They search their way to the 1500 metres, and it's the Taj Mahal the leader from Galo Chop, who's one off the fence, and Supply and Demand up around the outside looks to improve and does. A couple of lengths Devise the outside of Harlem. 2 further back is Hartnell the outside of Ventura Storm. Further back is Homesman, Lord Fandango from Single Gaze Almandan, and Ambitious is last in the Australian Cup. So the leader the Taj Mahal, but Supply and Demand is forcing the pace and leads by a length and a half to Galo Chop in third. Harlem fourth on the inside as they reach the 900 metres. Further back is Devise, then Ventura Storm and Hartnell. Next in the field is Lord Fandango, who sits underneath Homesman from Single Gaze and Almandan, and Ambitious is last. So they reach the 700 metres. The Taj Mahal and Supply and Demand together, followed by Galo Chop third, the outside of Harlem. 2 further back, Devise and Hartnell from Ventura Storm on the rails as they run the corner at the 550. Hooking out deep is Homesman with Single Gaze. Lord Fandango well back. Almandan's going to stick on the inside, and they were followed by Ambitious. The Taj Mahal just in front of Supply and Demand. Galo Shop on the outside is hanging tough. Harlem's trying to bullock into the clear, and then came Homesman down the outside from Lord Fandango. Galo Shop strikes the front at the 200 from Harlem. Ventura Storm into the clear. Galo Shop joined by Harlem. Ventura Storm, El Mandan runs up behind them at the 50. Harlem takes Galo Shop. Harlem just in front. Harlem's won it by a neck. Galo Shop. Third on the outside, Ventura Storm from El Mandan.
Field of 15 is ready, and they're racing in the Australian Cup. Yogi missed the start by about 3 lengths. Sikandrabad back to second last. Trap for Fools began very well. Straight to the lead from the Taj Mahal, and out deeper on the track, pushing up Rekindling from Harlem. Then came El Mandan nice and close in 5th place. Further back is Ace High. Avilius is going to be about 7th on the rails. Further back is Shillelagh, Night's Watch and Ventura Storm. 2 lengths away, Muntaha, Sosi Bon. 3 further back in the field then is Sikandrabad from Yogi, and Sound whips them in towards the top of the course at the 1400 metres, and it's Trap for Fools the front runner by a length and a quarter. The Taj Mahal. 3rd is Harlem. 2 further back is Rekindling, a length in front of El Mandan. So the Melbourne Cup winners race together. A length and a quarter, Ace High. 2 lengths away, Avilius about 8 off the lead from Night's Watch. Further back in the field then on the inside, Ventura Storm from Shillelagh, Sosi Bon, Muntaha. 2 lengths, Sikandrabad. Yogi second last, and Sound is last of all, 20 off the leader. Trap for Fools the front runner at halfway. 1,000 metres to go at an even split from the Taj Mahal, a length away then to Harlem. They were followed next in the field by Rekindling. 2 further back is El Mandan, Ace High. A length and a half away, Avilius next on the fence, just snookered at the moment from Night's Watch, and then Shillelagh, Ventura Storm, Muntaha, Sosi Bon, Sikandrabad, Yogi, and at the end of the field is Sound. 600 metres to go, and the Taj Mahal is serving it up to Trap for Fools into the straight at the 550. A length and a half away to last year's winner, Harlem. Further back in the field, Rekindling. Avilius is hunting the fence. Then El Mandan. Next, Ace High. Shillelagh down the centre from Sosi Bon. Trap for Fools went for home at the 300. Avilius carving through them is a real threat. Then Harlem, Ace High, Shillelagh down the outer at the clock tower. It is Trap for Fools, Avilius, Harlem, Shillelagh from Ace High. Avilius has a fight. It's just on the outside, Shillelagh and Harlem. Shillelagh, Harlem, stride for stride. Harlem's going to win it again. Harlem's beaten Shillelagh in a photo. Trap for Fools or Sosi Bon for 3rd, and Avilius was flat once it got out. Then Ace High, Yogi behind them, the Taj Mahal, Sikandrabad, Night's Watch, Muntaha, Ventura Storm, El Mandan, Sound, and Rekindling is at the end of the field.
I see it, but I don't believe it.
Ready, they're racing at the 2,000 metres, a beautiful line as well. Avilius is going to drift back to about 3rd last. Venice Beach jumped quickly with Miss Siska, Mirage Dancer, Kingswell Dream and Harlem about 5 across the track early. Hush Rider out deep is also pushing up. Vow and Declare is nice and close. Will settle just ahead of midfield from Cape of Good Hope and Regal Power. Then came Constantinople, Southern France, Suzuka, Devious, Avilius and 50 Stars. They make their way towards the 1,400 metres and working off the rails. Miss Siska looks to lead here from in 2nd place Hush Rider, and Venice Beach 3rd as they get into a pattern. Mirage Dancer the outside of Harlem. Mirage Dancer just covering a little bit of extra ground, tries to sneak back. Kingswell Dream next the inside, and further back in the field is Vow and Declare. A length and a half, Regal Power, Cape of Good Hope at the 1,200 metres as they slow it down. Constantinople, the inner of 50 Stars from Southern France. Well back Avilius, Suzuka, Devious last. Miss Siska in front of Hush Rider as they reach the 1,000 marker by a length and a half to Venice Beach, the outside of Harlem, getting a lovely trail in the box seat. A length and a quarter, Mirage Dancer, and then came Kingswell Dream, Vow and Declare. Along the inside, Cape of Good Hope. Regal Power pulls 3 and 4 deep to improve from Constantinople. 50 Stars, well back Southern France. Avilius second last. Suzuka Devious last up towards the turn. Hush Rider is pressing Miss Siska here at the 550. Harlem getting off the fence behind
behind those horses. Just needs a bit of racing room from Venice Beach Mirage Dancer. Vow and Declare to the middle. Regal Power trucking up too. And Kingsville Dream back to the inside. It's Hush Rider, Miss Siska together. Harlem running on. Kingsville Dream back to the inside. Regal Power looks a threat out wide at the 200 metres. Miss Siska joined by Regal Power, followed by Harlem, and 50 Stars runs on. Regal Power at the 100. 50 Stars is blasting home. Regal Power from 50 Stars, then Vow and Declare. 50 Stars over the top. 50 Stars won the Australian Cup. Regal Power second, Vow and Declare third, Harlem 4, followed by Avilius Mirage Dancer, then Southern France, Suzuka Devious, Kingsville Dream, Getting Tired, Miss Siska, then Hush Rider, Cape of Good Hope, Venice Beach, and Constantinople amongst the tail enders. Ready to go at the 2,000 metres. And away they go. Parody jumped well from barrier 1 with Miss Siska. Harlem's right up there with Chapata. Steel Prince is looking for a forward position. Angel of Truth going forward in the pink jacket as well with Homesman. San Huberto settles down behind those horses. Best of Days is on a limb, so forcing up. Then Nonconformist, 50 Stars Defibrillate from Platoon, Shared Ambition, Miami Bound, Humidor, and Warning is last. Steel Prince is going to take it up at the 1,500 metres from Best of Days, who continues to work around them. And Angel of Truth is going to get the 1-1 in a moment from Parody, fourth the rails. A length and a half to Harlem, and then Miss Siska, Homesman from Nonconformist, who's posted. 50 Stars the rails from San Huberto midfield. Then Chapata, a length Shared Ambition, Platoon and Defibrillate. A couple Miami Bound, Humidor, and Warning is last at the 1,200 metres. So the leader is Steel Prince. Led the cup field by a length and a half to Best of Days, and Parody is third, getting a lovely trail. Fourth, Angel of Truth, and they were followed by Homesman, who's 3 wide around Harlem and Miss Siska. A length Nonconformist, Chapata, and then San Huberto, and 50 Stars on the rails. Then Platoon, Defibrillate, and Shared Ambition from Humidor. Miami Bound, Warning is last past the 800 metres. So it's Steel Prince, a couple of cheap fractions midway. Led 3/4 of a length, Best of Days. It's about to quicken. Homesman around those with Angel of Truth, Parody, fifth offence from Nonconformist. Then came Chapata and Harlem behind that leading wall. Further back, Miss Siska bailed away to the outside, Defibrillate and Platoon, and then Shared Ambition. So Steel Prince collared here by Best of Days. Homesman the outside, Parody up on the fence, then Chapata, Defibrillate winding up, then Platoon. It's Best of Days and Parody from Homesman, and then Chapata at the clock tower. Best of Days just in front of Parody. Homesman still coming, then Defibrillate. Homesman moves up to Best of Days at the 100. Best of Days and Homesman. Best of Days and Homesman. Homesman with the music man cheering above, and also Best of Days a photo. Homesman and Best of Days a photo, maybe Homesman, then came Chapata prominent for third. For fourth, a wall of them, Defibrillate, Angel of Truth and Parody, and then Steel Prince, San Huberto, 50 Stars, Miami Bound, Defibrillate, Platoon, Nonconformist, Humidor, Warning, and Harlem. Set at the 2,000 metres. Signal, and they're racing. She's Ideal, slow to begin, Mr. 2 lengths. Ho Ho Khan going back with Duais and Surprise Baby. Yonkers jump quickly with also Spanish Mission, Call Sign Mav Deeper. Delphi the inside, just holding its position for the moment, and also Think It Over. So they complete 350 metres off the rails. Spanish Mission from Yonkers and Call Sign Mav, Delphi the inside. They were followed by Steel Prince, who improves its position and is in between horses, and as a result kept Call Sign Mav deep at that point. 2 lengths to Maximal, and then came Cascadian on the rails. A couple of lengths, Surprise Baby, Duais, then Ho Ho Khan, and last is She's Ideal on the rails. At Chiquita Lodge, 1,200 metres to go, steadily working over. Spanish Mission wants the front, and now Yonkers lets it go. Spanish Mission is the new leader by a length, Call Sign Mav, and they were followed by Yonkers third, a length Delphi, 2 lengths away Steel Prince, 3 lengths Think It Over, would be enjoying the speed at this stage. A length and a half Maximal, Cascadian
Cascadian at the 1,000. A length and a quarter, Duais, Surprise Baby, Ho Ho Khan, and She's Ideal at the end of the field. Spanish Mission kept them running. Call Sign Mav a neck away at the 800. A length and a quarter, Yonkers third, the inner, followed by Delphi, and Steel Prince is only 4 off the lead and 1 off the fence. 2 for the backers, Think It Over. Then Cascadian, Maximal from Surprise Baby, Duais, well back, She's Ideal, and Ho Ho Khan. They come around the corner in the Australian Cup, and the leader, Spanish Mission, clicked up and led by a length and a quarter. Call Sign Mav chasing. 2 further back, Delphi, Yonkers, Cascadian back to the inside. Think It Over, hooks out wide. Duais running on. Spanish Mission, 300 metres to go, led by a length and a half to Call Sign Mav. Cascadian, here come the swoopers. Think It Over and Duais are coming together. Spanish Mission, 100 to go. Duais is wearing it down. Duais takes the lead. Duais for Josh Parr, won the Australian Cup, won it easily. Duais from Think It Over, Spanish Mission, Ho Ho Khan. They were followed by Cascadian, Yonkers, Surprise Baby, Call Sign Mav, Steel Prince, She's Ideal, Maximal, and Delphi amongst the tail enders. The Australian Cup for Tab, they're set at the 2,000 and they're racing. Virtuous Circle away only fairly towards the inner. Smoke and Romans jumped well with Numerian and Bankmore. He's a shocker behind those horses. Then came out wider Steinem with also Pounding between horses, getting to about 6th. Bear Story, the bolter on the improved. Nonconformist at this stage is about 3 and 4 deep. Then Campionessa outside of Virtuous Circle at the 1,600. 2 lengths El Patroness, Cascadian, Regal Power well back, and then Yaffet. Luna Flare and a couple of lengths. Emissary from the wide gate drifts back to the end. 1,400 metres to run. Numerian the leader. 3/4 of a length to Smoke and Romans. Bear Story on a limb in that group of horses. Bankmore outside of He's a Shocker. A length and a quarter, Nonconformist. 3 wide around Pounding and Virtuous Circle. Then came Steinem as they run past the 1,200 metres. A length away midfield, then Campionessa, Regal Power, El Patroness, a length Cascadian. Then Yaffet, Luna Flare, and 2.5 to Emissary. 1,000 metres to go, and Bear Story keeps the pressure on out 3 wide. Outside of Numerian, Smoke and Roman snicks back a length off those. Then Bankmore, He's a Shocker. A length and a half, Nonconformist outside of Pounding, and then Steinem and Virtuous Circle. 3/4 of a length, Campionessa, slap bang in the middle of the field, would spot the lead about 7 or 8 from El Patroness. Then came Regal Power at the 600 metres. Emissary is getting a wriggle on. Cascadian back to 3rd last. Then Yaffet and Luna Flare around the turn at the 500. Numerian, Bear Story, Smoke and Romans 3 wide. Then came Bankmore, who makes a line of 4. He's a Shocker trying for a run behind those horses. Campionessa is coming through, and Pounding got a run as well. Numerian at the 250, led by a length. Smoke and Romans, He's a Shocker. Pounding, Campionessa and Nonconformist. Numerian at the 150. Pounding is picking it back, and Cascadian late. Here's Cascadian right over the top of them, up to Numerian. Cascadian, it's the Cummings name again in the Australian Cup. Over the top of Numerian. Pounding 3rd, Photo 4th, Smoke and Romans, He's a Shocker. Then Campionessa. They're ready. Gates are back and they're racing, and Mr. Brightside away pretty well. Pride of Jenny jumped with them. Estifini led from Legato. Young Verda's dug up. Mr. Brightside's also booting up. Now Pride of Jenny, using plenty of the track, makes a line of 5, and they're a length and a half. Vow and Declare, A Tissue, Dom to Shoot and Cascadian. Interesting tactics early. Young Verda wants a piece of the action. Also in the group there is Estifini. Mr. Brightside's holding his place, and Pride of Jenny is steadily working forward. He wants the front Bates, but he's not going to rush there. And at the 1,400 metres, he got over Pride of Jenny to lead now by 2.5 lengths. Estifini 2nd, Mr. Brightside 3rd, and 4th is Young Verta. 2 1/4 A Tissue and Legato, and then Dom to Shoot. 2nd last, Vow and Declare, and last year's winner, Cascadian, is at the end. 1,200 metres to go. This is what she loves, Pride of Jenny. She's out clear by 5 or 6 lengths in the Australian Cup. Estifini 2nd, a length Mr. Brightside, a length and a quarter Young Verta. Then came a Tissue, Legato, Dom to Shoot, Vow and Declare, and Cascadian's 15 lengths at least off Pride of Jenny. 850 metres to go. She quickens it up to the 800. Pride of Jenny 6 lengths in front of Estifini, Mr. Brightside. 2 further back is Young Verta. They were followed next by a Tissue as they run the turn from Legato, Vow and Declare. Well back in the field is Dom to Shoot and Cascadian last. So Pride of Jenny looks 500 metres in front of her. About 5 lengths, Mr. Brightside heeled along. Under the whip, Estifini. A Tissue's travelling, got a run between horses. Then Legato, Young Verta, and behind them Vow and Declare. Pride of Jenny, 300 metres to go. 4 lengths in front. A Tissue's trying to grind her down. Then Mr. Brightside, Cascadian. Pride of Jenny, she can run through walls at the 150, but a Tissue and Cascadian are coming at her. Pride of Jenny at the 100. Cascadian wearing her down. Pride of Jenny at the 50. Cascadian's got up to her. Cascadian back to back. Cascadian just beats Pride of Jenny in a brilliant finish. Third a photo. Vow and Declare or a Tissue, then Mr. Brightside. Field is set. Stand by for a start. And they're racing. And Pride of Jenny anticipated the start well. Middle Earth missed it by 2 lengths. Pride of Jenny straight to the lead from the 3-year-old Fiorente and attrition wider. They're 2 lengths light. Infantry Man, Young Verta's got to dig up to get to about 4th, and they were followed by Deny Knowledge, Shayar, Zardozi, a Tissue, and at the tail of the field, Middle Earth. 1,600 metres to go. And it's Pride of Jenny looking for her 4th Group 1, leading out by 2 lengths. Out wide working is Young Verta, followed by attrition. Fiorente 4th the rails. Then came Deny Knowledge with progress. A length light Infantry Man. Then came Shayar, Zardozi. 2.5 lengths away a Tissue. And at the end of the field is Middle Earth and would spot the lead about 12. So it's Pride of Jenny. 1,200 metres to go under her own steam at the moment. By a length and a half to in second Young Verta. Third is attrition. And 4th is Deny Knowledge. A length and a half for Roche. Then came Light Infantry Man. 2 1/4 to Shayar, Zardozi. 2.5 a Tissue. And Middle Earth is last of all in the Australian Cup. 900 metres to go. Pride of Jenny likes to sool it up from halfway, and today she leads by 2 lengths to Young Verta at the 800 metres and just niggled along now by Newitt to dial it up. Then attrition. Further back in the field is Deny Knowledge. Then came out deeper on the track Light Infantry Man starting a move for Roche. Zardozi's 5 off the front, a gap of Tissue. Middle Earth still last with Shayar. So it's Pride of Jenny. She hasn't got away from them. At the 500 metres, Deny Knowledge coming with a looping run, and also Light Infantry Man is queuing up. They've got to Pride of Jenny. She looks beaten. Deny Knowledge, 300 to go. Grabbed by Light Infantry Man, Zardozi. Here's a Tissue down the outside as they reach the 200. It's Light Infantry Man by about a length and a half. 2 in second, a Tissue, Zardozi, Deny Knowledge. Light Infantry Man's out toughing them. 100 metres to go. A length and 3/4, and it's Light Infantry Man. Brutally run race, but Light Infantry Man's the stronger and won it by 2 lengths. Second race over the line, Deny Knowledge. Third in the race was Zardozi. They were followed by a Tissue for Roche, and they were followed by Middle Earth, Young Verta. Back in the field then, Pride of Jenny, and at the tail attrition and a very tired Shayar. Light Infantry Man has won the TAB Australian Cup.